Yo, what is up YouTube? JamesWBaek and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today we're going to be using Rahxen's top 4 Players Cup team from the European bracket with the Corviknight, Dracozolt, Grimmsnarl, Gastrodon, Arcanine, and Rillaboom. If you want to try out this team, there is a rental code of the team available for 2 weeks, so make sure you grab what you can, as well as a pay spin of the team if you have missed that opportunity. And you can go check out Rahxen on Twitter, but we'll be using this team. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, highly recommend go checking it out. And as always, be sure to leave a like down below and leave a comment down below if you do enjoy these videos and want to help me out. It really does make a difference. And you can go check me out on my other social platforms as well, such as my Twitch channel where I do live stream VGC almost every single day, as well as some variety games. And you can check out my second YouTube channel for more VGC content, as well as some other stuff that's not VGC related. So go check those out. Otherwise, let's get started with today's video. So today's comment question is going to be, if you could change anything about a one move in the game, what would that one move be and what could it be? So there are multiple things you could probably change. Like, one, the fix to Thunder Wave wasn't the 90% accuracy, and yes, if you haven't watched the previous episode, I am still going to be talking about that because I just played that match. Actually, I'm recording these consecutively, and yeah, that was exactly the best issue. They haven't really fixed some of these moves previously, so yeah, let me know what what move you would change if you could change a move. Like, you could change ally switch, for instance, to, you know, fail consecutively. You can't use in consecutive turns. If it's me, it'd be ally switch, but it would be the distribution. I wouldn't have it as a TR, TM, or move tutor move anymore. I think that'd be fine personally, or maybe just not give it priority, but I think I'd rather have it as a or its distribution being too large, because I think that's the main problem with the move right now. It is a pretty bad move, but I think like overall I feel like it's manageable if it's like only a few Pokemon get to them. So we have, I don't know what that is. We're gonna see. Ooh, this is a tough one. We have Porygon-Z, Indeedee, Togekiss, the Rillaboom, Dracozolt, and the Passimian. So I don't want to lead Arcanine because that Passimian. That Passimian is actually a very big threat to my team, like very big threat. Gastrodon is not really that good here. I don't like Rillaboom once again. It just doesn't do too much. I'm thinking like leading Grimmsnarl plus Dracozolt this time. I do have the Thunder Wave pressure. Of course, I do have Indeedee, so that might not exactly help out too much, but I think it's fine. I think I go Corv in the back with Arcanine, because Arcanine's still good if I can get it off. And yeah, I think the problem is, like, we have used this team. Actually, I have been using this team on my stream, and one person led Bisharp plus the Indeedee to counteract, because they are able to get the Defiant boost with their Pokemon, and I can't really pressure the Indeedee with my lead. So yeah, I could see that. We're gonna see they do lead Indeedee Togekiss though, so that's not exactly good for me. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like that great. Okay, so I could light screen up and go for the attack here, which, you know, might not actually be that bad of a play here. And I kind of like that play. I'm actually going to go for it into the Porygon-Z slot because they could protect Togekiss. And yeah, I don't think that's like too bad of an option. I think I could see them going for Nasty Plot if they have it, which I think is okay here. I don't think it's the worst case. They could follow me Nasty Plot and then bring out Indeedee. Maybe this is a full Nasty Plot setup team. I've seen like a couple of Porygon-Z's. We didn't face one, I think, in a previous episode, but I don't know. Could be. We'll see. They didn't Dynamax, so I'm a bit concerned. Wait, they did Dynamax. Wait, who did they Dynamax? Did they Dynamax someone else? Not the... Or is the Porygon-Z slow? It might be slow Porygon, which is interesting. Yeah, it is slow Porygon, it looks like. Okay. So that's an interesting move here. All right. I'll take that. It is following me coming out. Okay, so I am able to get a light screen and knock out the... Okay, I'm able to get rid of the... Togekiss. Okay, so it's a bulky Porygon-Z, which makes this really interesting of how the next couple turns could interact. So goodbye Togekiss. That's one follow me user gone. Electric Train's gonna appear. Although I think Indeedee is coming out anyway next turn. That's like what I'm assuming. I thought maybe my opponent was trying to Nasty Plot, but apparently it's just a slow Porygon. So goodbye the thing, as we're gonna see what come out from here. X-Strike gonna come out into, I'm guessing, the Dracozolt. Yeah, heavy hit. Even with the light screen up, as you can see, just does so much damage. which is fine. As who are they bringing out next? I'm assuming the NDD is coming out here. I think this is why my opponent went for it. If they didn't bring NDD, I'm in a really good spot. But yeah, NDD comes out, no surprise. I want to stall out this Dynamax because if I can stall out the Dynamax, my Dracozolt actually outspeeds this Porygon apparently. So I'm able to outspeed and knock it out with Volt Beak potentially. We're going to see it's going to be a Psychic Seed coming out from here. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to Spirit Break the NDD here. And I'm actually going to just go for the Max Guard because if they target Grimmsnarl, I don't think it's that bad. Because Grimmsnarl should be able to survive one unless they're Helping Hand. But that would be a very hard commitment read. Not sure if they would go for it, but they definitely could. We'll see here. Yeah, I think this is our best option here. I think because then I probably switch out to Corv the following turn. Yeah, reverse the speed drop. Yeah, I like this. I like the combination so far, but we'll see. They're taking a while to decide, and it is fair because this turn could be interesting. They might be trying to anticipate whether I have Max Guard or not, and if it's worth them risking it. We're gonna see. Follow me. They could have also went for a Max Strike Expanding Force, which could have been a very fair play, but they might be not wanting to risk, you know, Expanding Force onto Dracozolt knocking out. Even though I'm low, it's because of the light screen. The Spirit Break going to come out into the NDD that was redirected. That's a very solid amount, actually. Very solid amount. Okay. And now I just go for Spirit Break once again, and I'm going to switch out a Corviknight because Corviknight can roost up the following turn, which is really solid here. And then once I am able to get the speed control back, because I reset by switching out, I'm going to be able to outspeed this Porygon. And if I land a Bolt Beak, I just knock out the Porygon. So bring out the Corv. Do they read this? A Max Strike, okay. A Grimmsnarl, okay. So they did get a one read, right? Okay. I actually did a lot more than I thought. I think that has to be modest max special attack. We do get a mirror armor too, so they actually get a -1 speed drop. As let's see what the NDD went for. Expanding Force. Not going to affect Grimmsnarl since I'm a dark type, as well as do very little to Corv. So yeah, Corv very healthy. I don't mind taking the damage on Grimmsnarl either. The Spirit Break going to come out. Do a good amount to the NDD, and now we can go for Brave Bird into Porygon, I think, and reflect up. There's a chance NDD protects here, which is why I want to make that play. And yeah, I do see the Grimmsnarl probably going down sometime in the present. I could also see just follow me and like go for the attack here. But Helping Hand's gonna come out. Okay, interesting. So I will get a Reflect Up. I don't think Thunderbolt KOs me because I have the light screen up. So I think I'm fine with that in that regard. Brave Bird gonna come out. Yeah, it's pretty bulky on that Porygon. It took the Brave Bird pretty well. Thunder. Oh, and they hit. Okay, Thunderbolt was the one I was expecting. Thunder. It actually KOs. Okay. Not the end of the world though. Okay, we'll go our Arcanine here, I think. Yeah, because I don't want to rely on speeds right now. So we'll go Arcanine. Intimidate doesn't matter too much. I can go for the Snarl here as well as a Spirit Break, because if they want to pick up a knockout to Grimmsnarl, I think they have to attack with the Porygon. Yes, I'm going to Spirit Break. Maybe I should just Flamethrower too, because they might just expect Snarl, and Snarl might be obvious actually. Yeah, actually no, I'm going to Spirit Break the NDD and I'm going to Flamethrower, I think. Yeah, I think it's a fine play because I have Light Screen up, so I will live a Hyper Beam anyway. I'm going to be forfeit actually. Oh, okay. I guess they thought, I don't know what they had in the back that made them forfeit. Maybe it was another support one. I don't remember what they had exactly on their team. And unfortunately it doesn't showcase, but we are able to take the first game. Yeah, surprising just to see a slow Porygon-Z. I guess it was definitely a bulkier variant though. It did take the Brave Bird pretty well. But yeah, we're gonna find our second opponent from, I don't know if it's Japan or China or Korea. I actually can't really read them. We're gonna see Excadrill, Tyranitar, Primarina, Incineroar, Dusclops, and the Togekiss. So pretty okay. So you got a Sandcore, and then the Dusclops Primarina mode that's good with Incin. Okay. Overall, Corv is really good against this team. The only Pokemon that really threatens Corv is going to be the Insane as well as the Primarina, unless it's like a fire move on Togekiss. I think I'm going to approach this like the standard Sun match, the standard Sand matchup, because I don't see a problem going with that. So I'm going to lead Grimmsnarl Arcanine once again. Bring the Corv, and I think Gastrodon just to protect the Corv, because being able to protect the Corv is really good on this team. And yeah, I definitely like it. And yeah, it's actually funny because I have played a lot of games with this team on stream and I just never bring Rillaboom. I think Rillaboom is a solid Pokemon. It makes sense on this team for synergy wise, but I just never bring it. If you have tried out this team, let me know if you've ever brought the Rillaboom, because I have never really brought the Rillaboom at all with this team. We're gonna see Tyranitar, Excadrill. Okay. I know it's Tyranitar, but I couldn't remember if that was Excadrill or Togekiss, but okay. Okay. Actually, could I just let Corv? I probably could have just let Corv. Okay. I'm gonna reflect up in Will-O-Wisp actually here, because I think it makes the most sense to me. Yeah. If I Will-O-Wisp the Tyranitar, if it's weakness policy Tyranitar, it's the best case scenario for me. I don't want them to go for Self Earthquake plus a +2 or +1 Rockfall, I guess, in the Corv. I think I would just take too much damage, and then it would rely on like if Excadrill flinches me down. I should be able to live any attack from this Excadrill with my Arcanine with the Reflect Up and the Intimidate. So let's see. Rock Slide. Okay. So we're going to play this game right away. As you can see, it doesn't do much damage. I flinch. Not great. Can we dodge? Grimmsnarl dodges. Oh, double dodge. Okay. That's fair. That is fair. All right. All's fair, my friends. Yeah, I think I really just want to get that Rocks. I really do want to get that Will-O-Wisp off. So I will go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Tyranitar. And I'm actually just going to go for the Spirit Break here into the Excadrill, because I want to break a Sash. It could be important for later in the game, but I definitely do want to break a Sash. Or maybe it was better to go Gastrodon there. But I think I could double switch the next turn, so I'm not too worried. Let's see what they decide to do. They could go for Iron Head. I don't think they would Quake here. I just don't think it makes too much sense, because I don't know if training Arcanine is really worth the Dynamax, and then it's kind of a useless Dynamax, I feel like, afterward. So let's see. They go for higher horsepower. I will live this. Yep. Pretty comfortably. And be able to get a Will-O-Wisp off. I unfortunately am like very little out of range of the Pinchberry, but I feel like I'll be able to live Rock Slide and get it back, so it's okay. Spirit Break. Grimmsnarl is actually faster than Tyranitar. That's good to know. I am going to be able to get Spirit Break, as well as, you know, just chip away at that, as we're going to see Rock Slide come out, which is completely fine. And as you can see, it just doesn't do any damage because it is burned in -1. Now, even if it activates Policy, I'm not too worried. So we did trade quite a bit of damage on the Arcanine, but I feel like overall we are able to get a good turn off here. So now I just double switch into Core plus Gastrodon. It's very safe, and then I can pressure the Excadrill switch with a Scald, because nothing on my opponent's team really takes a Scald that well. Well, I guess I take it well, but they don't really want to appreciate the burn either, so we will double into Corv and Gastrodon, because it walls these two Pokemon. I can start setting up the bulk ups, and yeah, there really isn't a way my opponent really pressures this again besides the Togekiss. So I'm feeling in a pretty good spot. I am going to have to like really play around the Togekiss though, if it is going to be. I could also Dynamax the Gastrodon, start max quaking up, which is definitely a potential play that I have. If I start going for the max quakes with Gastrodon, that is going to be really good for my core, but of course it could be Crit Kiss, so I don't want to do that yet. Right, let's see a Dynamax actually from my opponent. It's going to be Tyranitar? Or is it Excadrill? If it's Excadrill, I feel very confident, but if it's Tyranitar, a little bit shaky, and it is going to be a Tyranitar, so I'm assuming this is just Rockfall here. But it's at -1 burn, so I really just can't see it doing too much here. Let's see. Earthquake. Okay, trying to activate Policy. That makes sense. So I don't care really who they Rockfall, because again, the burn negates the weakness policy, and they're basically -1 attack. They Knuckle, which is fine too, because like sure they get the Corv, yeah sure, but these Pokemon really can't touch the mons that I have currently. So it's Earthquake, Iron Head. Wait, is it Earthquake, Iron Head, High Horsepower, Rock Slide, or does it not have Protect? Yeah, it doesn't have, it either doesn't have protect or it doesn't have Iron Head, which would be really weird. Okay, gonna bulk up here and just Earth Power. We're in a really good spot because I don't want, I think Earth Power KO is guaranteed to Excadrill. I think Scald would miss it. So yeah, I see a very safe bulk up here. Rock's not gonna come out, so they're gonna try to flinch, which makes sense. Still doesn't do that much damage at neutral. We are gonna be able to get a bulk up, it looks like, which is nice. Please don't be like mixed Tyranitar with Fire move. Oh, wow, that Tyranitar's been speed. I guess it makes sense. It's probably with the Dusclops and has Bulldoze. So we are able to eliminate Excadrill, so that's a Pokemon that can flinch us, which is really nice. Rockfall gonna come out into Corv. We'll definitely be able to eat this up very easily. Remember what I said about Corv being a win con, and remember what I said? I'm actually surprised that KO'd with the burn. How did that KO with the burn? Oh, come on. Corv won. I thought even with a crit, the burn, it would do like 50% maximum. That's actually insane. Oh, great. Now this gets really awkward. I'm gonna go Arcanine for an Intimidate. They bring an Instant. I think that's very, very unfortunate. I don't want to Dynamax Gastrodon yet because one, I want to abuse the Gastrodon later where it's not getting Parting Shot so much here. So I think it's just better to switch out Arcanine, go back into Grimm, because Grimm is going to be able to do some chip, and then I just go for Earth Power. I wanted Arcanine because it got an Intimidate off into the Tyranitar, and I can switch it back for another Intimidate round. It can also be used in the late game to snow out a Primarina, which is nice. The Primarina is the only Pokemon I'm really scared about in the end game, but it is a Pokemon I do have to be concerned about. So we'll retreat Arcanine. We'll go out into our Grimmsnarl. If Togekiss is in the back, I'm very scared because I don't know if I have enough tools to beat the Togekiss. U-turn. Is it Togekiss in the back? That's the main question I have. If it's not Togekiss, I feel fine, but I feel like it should be Togekiss. Maybe I should have scalded. Oh, it's Dusclops. Okay. All right, I don't feel too bad about that. Okay, I can beat this. The U-turn also helps because that if it's U-turn, it doesn't put on as much pressure. I'm able to get an Earth Power off. Okay. Rockfall gonna come out. This won't do too much. Yeah, okay. Sandstorm subsides, which is nice. I think that allows... I think I can Dynamax now and just go for Quakes into the Tyranitar slot, or I could go for Geyser, and I think Geyser is actually really good. Yeah, I like Geyser because I don't need the special a defense boost for anything. Yeah, Geyser should definitely pick up a knockout, I think. So we will go for the Geyser here into the Tyranitar and just go for a Spirit Break. They could ally switch. I don't think it'd be that bad for us. I'm just trying to pin the Tyranitar switch in case they switch out an Incineroar, which I kind of doubt, but I think it's fine regardless. Setting up the rain is nice, and I don't think they can beat me in this kind of fashion so far, because I think Gastrodon will recover stall. Let's see. Especially since I'm going to be able to get a burn sometime in the future onto the Dusclops. So let's see. Spirit Break comes out. Does an okay amount. And Geyser, okay. This should be able to knock out Tyranitar. Yeah. Set up the rain, so I'm assuming it's Assault Vest Instant. If it's Assault Vest Instant, we're in a pretty good we're in a really good spot. So goodbye to Tyranitar. We're gonna see the Nightshade come out, which isn't gonna do too much to my Gastrodon, and now I think we just go Arcanine. Yeah, I think do I go Arcanine, or is it better to go... Center comes out. I definitely Geyser that slot. The question is, do I switch Grimmsnarl or do I just go for like an attack here? Underwave's not worth it because I'd rather get the burn on Dusclops for the later end of the game. Do I let Fake Out plus the Nightshade is the question? I think I might. I'm just gonna go for the Geyser though. So yeah. I think it is worth it. Then I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp the Dusclops, and we'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes. Because the Dusclops, Nightshade, Bulldoze you want to assume because it's like Minspeed Tyranitar. Trick Room you want to assume. And then Pain Split I want to say is the last one. It could not be Pain Split. Maybe it is Ally Switch. If it's Ally Switch, that makes it easier. But we'll see. They Ally Switch here is completely fine. They Flare Blitz. Okay. So they went for Flare Blitz Nightshade I think into the Arcanine. And thankfully I'm able to survive with the Intimidate in the rain. Grimmsnarl would have went down. So I do get a Geyser off. Very huge Geyser. Ooh, barely missing the knock on instant, but that's fine. And Nightshade coming out into that slot. Okay. So I'm able to heal. Does Flamethrower knock out the instant at that range? That's really, really close. I actually could see it living. I think the play is just a Wisp anyway and go for the Quake, I guess. Or should I just Geyser the trying to think. Nah, I was thinking of Geysering the Clops, but I think that's greedy for Pain Split stuff later. So I'm just gonna Geyser the Instant Wisp because I don't want a Flamethrower and them living. I'm still gonna forfeit the game because, like, I think again Gastrodon with recovered did just win this end game, and I think they realized that too. So okay, we are able to pick up 2 wins. That game was probably a lot closer than it should have been because I think again Corviknight just ended up would have demolished his team. Otherwise, they didn't have a really good Corviknight answer. But we are able to still pick up the win. Luckily, Gastrodon being such a wall that they weren't able to handle. And yeah, that's kind of the thing. Even though Riolabooms are really common Pokemon, I'm actually very impressed with how Gastrodon's been performing. I honestly didn't think we would be bringing that much because of all the Riolaboom shifts. But you know, Gastrodon has been putting the work in the team. So yeah, I enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to leave a like down below and leave a comment down below. It always does help out my channel. And if you do want to go an extra mile to support my content, there is my Patreon page listed down below. But again, 3 ways to support my channel. Leave a like on the video, sharing this video with your friends, leave a comment down below. All 3 ways to support me, and just by watching this video you are helping me. So thank you so much for watching. You can go check out my other stuff down below, my social media, side steps on the channel, and more. You can try out the team. You can go check out Rahxen down below in the description, as well as you can check out my Twitch channel as well as my second YouTube channel for more content by myself. And you could also check out our awesome community Discord where I do interact with my community and we talk about VGC and a bunch of other stuff. So if you're interested in that, make sure you go check it out. Link in the description down below. But otherwise, next time is the final episode with this team. So yeah, look forward to it. That's gonna be it though. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.